little glitch. So the last 5 to maybe 10 minutes, I'm just going to rant and rave. So like I was saying before I got cut off, I don't know what the hell happened. So I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. You know, I was like feeling like, blech, like I kept saying to myself, comedians are their own worst critics, and I would say entertainers. Let me stop saying just comedians. Entertainers are their own worst critic. They always keep thinking, "Oh, I could have done better. I could have done this. I could have said that." And that's what happened to me yesterday. I was like, "Man, I know I could have done this. I could have said that." Um, but I don't know. I don't know. Listen. It is what it is. I learned from it, and we all learn from it. This. Oh my God! What the hell? Hold on, people. There we go. Okay. My God, man. I wouldn't say it was a mistake. I would say it was a learning process. Everybody goes through the emotions. Everybody goes through these doubts, and it's what you learn about who you are. And like I said, we are our worst critics. We give ourselves like, oh, instead of 5 stars, 2 stars. Instead of two thumbs up, one thumbs up. Instead of a 10, we give ourselves, oh, 4.5, a 5. Oh, I did horrible. Oh my God. I didn't really care if anybody laughed or not. I just remember just going up there. I'm like, man, why am I feeling so funked? I don't know. Whatever it is that I was feeling, it was like, I wouldn't say like I'm going to quit comedy. No, I still need more improvement. I guess that's probably what it is. I haven't had enough stage time. Now that there's an open mic near my house, instead of like driving all the way to Philadelphia to get like a 5 minute set, nowadays you're lucky if you do get a 5 minute set. But I don't know. I guess there's like a lot going on in my mind. Um, I wasn't, you know, I don't. And I kept thinking like I don't have enough material. Why is it like I'm not understanding the word improv and just working things off the top of my head? That's another thing. Is like I got to stop worrying about, because I see these comedians on TikTok and no material, just stuff right off the top of their head. That's brilliant. That's great. Am I saying like I want to be those type of comedians? Yes and no. I want to have like a straight act. Something happened to me today when I was licking ice cream, or one day when I was walking down the street, I saw this bird having sex with a bee. Can you imagine like seeing an actual bird and a bee having sex? Answer solved in life, right there. Problem solved. Everything is all answered. I just try to avoid like those comedians that just improvise, just wing it. I don't want to be that comedian. I want to have straight material, but I have to learn and hone on if there's someone that says something, or someone did something, or I see somebody. Immediately, I don't want to insult, put down, and degrade them. I'm not that type of comedian. I want them to feel comfortable, relaxed, and then I want everybody to have a great time. I don't want to talk about politics when I'm on that stage. When I'm on that stage, the first thing is just me. I got to worry about myself. I got to worry about doing a good act. Just have fun. That's my focus. That's all I want to do. And yeah, we go through our ups and downs, not just in comedy or in the entertainment business, but through jobs and life itself. We all go through it. It's called a funk phase, man. And last night I kind of felt it. And it was like, why am I here? I should be home. I don't want to be here. Wait, what's this sound up? Nope, still the tiger sound. Yeah, yeah. So by far, I'm still gonna continue doing stand up, find open mics, get my 5 minutes. I'm just happy that there's one close to my house. I'm hoping that maybe two or three more can open up, like a hop, skip, and a jump. Instead of driving all the way to Philly. I remember I used to take a train to New York and do a 5 minute spot and then come all the way back. Nowadays, I'm thankful that I keep performing. That's the one thing I'm so happy that I'm still performing. If I stop and I quit, I would have done it all for nothing. Because I've seen those comedians that like think they're the shit and think like everything is funny, they know everything, and then all of a sudden you don't hear from them anymore. You know? And I don't want to be that comedian to fade away in the sunset. No, I don't. I'm still gonna keep performing, until that one day comes, God willing, the universe can, opportunity comes. And then that way I could really do some more stage time and really work on a special either on Amazon, Netflix, or Hulu. Everything that I worked hard would be progress, and then I know that I can achieve my dream and goals. But like yesterday, it was just a funk phase, and like every phase, they slowly fade away. So whatever I'm feeling now is will go away. And by next Thursday, I'll do another open mic, and I'll probably be better than I did, this week. So I wouldn't worry about it. I'm fine. I was just like one of those. Oh God, why am I here? I don't want to be here. The only place I want to be is in a mindset of making sure I develop a very strong act and to be a better entertainer than I ever was before. That's the one thing that I'm worried about. Because if I don't work hard, I don't write, I don't perform, I don't work on new stuff, I'll just be one of those comedians that are just fucking lazy and pathetic. And then all of a sudden they think they're the bomb, they're the shit, they know what to do. And then all of a sudden it's the same material from 25 years ago. Me, I work on new material all the time. It's the only way I can tell that I know that I'm not lazy and that I don't, you know, don't depend on it. Oh my, listen, I understand this is just saying you got to keep using your old stuff. You got to keep it until and that's what I've been doing. I have been using my old stuff. But in the future, when I'm performing in front of a different crowd, I'll mix it up from old to the new. And then, the day comes, I get my special, use my old material that always worked. And then, God willing, the next one, I got new material. I'm ready. I guess it's just a phase that I went through, and I know it'll go away. But I wouldn't worry about it so much because I learned from the Dean Martin. I ain't worried about the audience. I'm worried about myself because if I don't do a good job, then I know I failed. And I don't want to be an entertainer that fails. I want to succeed. That's the only thing I want to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to another episode of the Jerry Torres program. What the hell was that? Oh my God, hasn't left yet. Anyway, as y'all well know, I am an accomplished author. I've written a book entitled Chinese Food for Breakfast. You can find my book either on lulu.com, that is LULU, or on Amazon Kindle. And it's an ebook. You can download the book, read the book anytime, anywhere on your phone, tablet, or your laptop. And the book is only $4, people, so you're really not going to be breaking the bank. So download the book today and enjoy a good read. Chinese Food for Breakfast from Jerry Torres. Hold on for a second. Also, oh my God, my nose. Also, listen to my good friend Latisse Mitchell's podcast show, Tice Talk. She's in the works of making a comeback. Her podcast show is hysterical. You can listen to her previous podcast shows on iHeart, TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. Her podcast show was about fun, life, relationships, you name it. She'll talk about it on stage and she'll talk about it on her podcast. Oh my God. So she's one of my dearest and closest friends in the comedy business and also outside the business. But listen to Latisse Mitchell's Tice Talk.
Get wrecked.
Tice Talk with Latisse Mitchell.
Knock your socks off.
Tice Talk.
Sunday.
Tice?
It'll make your head spin.
Also listen to Gordo B. His new song and new album is up right now. And you can find Gordo B on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. I love his music. It's like Diggable Planets, De La Soul, and Tribe Called Quest, all three into one. It's a type of lyrics you can understand what the hell they're saying, you know, and basically you just put your headsets on and just bop your head and enjoy some good hip hop music. So again, you can find Gordo B, download his new album and his new song. You can find him on TikTok, Instagram, on YouTube. And Gordo B is spelled Gordo, big letter B. Also, listen to Funky Times. They are a great band. They mix up with jazz, funk, and rock. You can find them on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. And if you're interested in hiring them, you won't regret it. Send them a message. And if you want to hire them for a special event, again, send them a message, work it out, and you won't regret it because they know how to make music and make music right. So Funky Times, listen. And speaking of Funky Times, I use their music to close my podcast. In a 3, and a 2, and a 1, and a 1, 2, and a 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to another episode of the Jerry Torres program. As I always say towards the end of my podcast, whatever religious figure you believe in, may you be blessed. I bid you all a fondue. I'll be back. So I ask you all, please don't go changing. I'm a gone, get it gone, and a bye-bye.
Powered by Riverside.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Limited time offer. No purchase necessary. Offer valid at participating locations. Void where prohibited. No animals were harmed during the production of this soundboard. Subject to change without notice. Side effects include dry mouth, occasional pig snort or two, sore stomach, teary eyes, achy jaws, and whatever tingles well. Laughing heart.
You've just heard the Jerry Torres program on Spotify, YouTube Music, and on Riverside FM. Also, subscribe to the Jerry Torres program on Spotify, and you can listen to his previous podcast shows. And remember, boys and girls, once you listen to the Jerry Torres program, he'll bring magic again to your heart, mind, and soul.